Hi everyone, it's Carla. I'm back on a beautiful sunny day here in Alabama, and I'm wanting to show you a work in progress that I have been working on for the past few days. This is the Juan, Juan kit from Bountiful Baby. It's a 28-inch toddler, and it's my first attempt at this size of a toddler. And so I've painted it with the air dry acrylic paints, and I think it takes 22 millimeter eyes, I believe, and I've put some details that I wanted on this particular baby, and then I varnished it with the varnish I get at Hobby Lobby by Americana, and it's for acrylic paints. And I got a very good skin texture. I don't know if you can see it really well, but it came out ultra matte, and the skin texture is very pretty on this little baby. Now, like I said, it's going to be a big baby, so a 28-inch baby. I guess the only bigger doll that Bountiful Baby does is the Tibby kit, but I wanted to tackle this one. I might want to try Tibby at a future date, but this is a huge baby. I had really kind of thought about trying to root its hair, but it's got this vinyl is very thick, and this was a seconds kit, so maybe they're not all that thick, but I got this on sale last week for, I think it was $19.90 something, and so I'm thinking I'm just going to buy a wig for this baby and let her have a pretty little head of toddler hair that way. And what I wanted to show you too, and in the background you might see it, is at my local K-Mart, they have this on sale down from $15.99 to $9.99, and it is actually beanbag filler, and it's just like really lightweight, but will fill really nicely. And for these dolls, I went to some YouTube videos and saw where people were saying their Tibby kit weighed like 15 pounds, and I don't know if I saw exactly what the Juan kit, I think one person said theirs weighed 10 or 11, and that's just kind of more weight than I can, my hands will let me handle. So I was looking for an alternative to just filling these huge limbs with fine glass beads, like up to here. And I thought that's just going to weigh a ton, besides use a ton of product. And so I figured that I would use the fine glass beads for the weighting sack inside the body, inside the head, and probably just use this filler for all the limbs. Now, maybe for the hands and feet, maybe I'll see if I can add a little fine glass beads there before I fill it the rest of the way with this. But I just thought that would cut the weight a ton for me and make this doll a lot more manageable, because I want to be able to enjoy dressing her. And this one, the way her legs are and that, she'll be sitting, so I could have her posed in a chair or sitting somewhere. But a big 10 to 15 pound baby is just more than I want to handle. So I thought I would fill it with this, and I wanted to give everyone a heads up because that sale, at least in Alabama, is going on this week for this beanbag filler, and it's backed by the furniture section. They sell beanbag, like empty bean bags or whatever, and then they sell these bags of this filler. And like I said, in my location, it's $9.99 on sale. And I just wanted to share that with you. And I wanted to give you a better look at what I did. I gave her a few freckles, because when I was a little girl, I had a few freckles. I took inspiration from my husband's side of the family and our daughter and one of our sons. When they were toddlers even, they had really thick eyebrows. So I thought I would do thicker eyebrows on this baby. And I love the dimples. Dimples kind of run in my mom's side of the family, and so I just highlighted those really cute and gave her a pretty just a rose color for her lips. I don't have eyelashes on her yet. I've got to figure out how I'm going to do those. And yeah, and then I wanted to show you the painting on her arms. I didn't put any veining on her. I just kind of gave her some pretty, modeled skin tone. And then I wanted to show you this too. It's a neat little trick. This is the kind of little extensions you put on either keychains or ceiling fans. It's these little chain links. You can get them super cheap at Walmart or Home Depot or something. And you can also feed that through the beads, where you could buy those name beads and put your doll's name on it, put some colors on it. I'll show you another example. I'm also working on a smaller doll, and I used a smaller chain, and I put these squishy soft beads, which I actually got at a thrift store, and in a whole package of them. And the outfit I'm going to put her in is mainly green with some yellow on it. And then off of an old keychain, I found this little key. So I just put that on there, and that's made with that same chain link that you see over here. And so that's what I did there. Of course, I always put this little beauty mark on the middle finger right there, because that's what I have on my hand. And I've got that on this little baby too. Now, these little limbs you probably recognize. They're one of the real borns. And what I've been doing is I had painted months ago, had painted the Case Awake kit. And I was going to start rooting the hair, and I just was having a horrible time, and I took the hair out, and then it was just a little bit on the front. And then I ended up painting the hair, but I didn't have really fine brushes, so it didn't have the hair look that I wanted. I put in the only eyes salvaged from another doll that I had that fit, and they were a pretty green, but it just didn't look right with this baby. And so I totally stripped it. I used the 100% acetone nail polish remover that I get at Dollar General. It took me 2 bottles to strip the whole paint off of this doll and start over again. So I've actually got this one all painted, and yeah, it's got the red and on the little feet and stuff. Now the head, I actually have been rooting the hair on it, and I've sealed it inside, and I've got it sitting outside in the sunshine, drying the glue inside the head for me. So this one is a Boo-Boo Baby, but it's getting revitalized, and this time it's going to be a little girl. The other one was a little boy, and this time it's going to be a girl. So I've put beauty marks on this baby too. And basically, for how I do it, there's no rhyme or reason to how I do the beauty mark except for the one on the finger. That kind of means something. But if I'm painting a kit and there's a little splotch or something that I didn't like, I just put a beauty mark right there, and it looks like it was deliberate, and it covers what I want it to cover. This is a wooden stand my husband made for me, and it's where I dry my doll pieces. And I just wanted to show you how this baby looks. Now, she's not perfect because I am nowhere near a doll artist, but I think she turned out sweet, and I like her coloring. I really, really, really like her little face. And the kit was just huge when I opened it. I had no clue. I mean, I knew it was one of their bigger dolls, but when you take it out of the box, you're like, oh my goodness. So yeah, but that is a neat trick, and if you want to try that, you know, for your other stuffing, for a lighter weight stuffing, I think it's an awesome idea for these big toddlers. I think for anybody making a Tibby kit or some other kind of toddler doll, that would be an awesome way to bring the weight down. And I'll show you one more thing. When I was at my K-Marts, they had clearance out all their winter stuff. So I only went in to get the stuffing, and I didn't want to spend much more, but I mean, I could have really had a good time there. But they had their winter clothes, men's, women's, children's. They had PJs, hats and gloves, and they also had purses, and they hardly ever clearance out purses. And I'm going to show you, I got 2 purses for $1.99 each. I think you can see it right there. 2 at $1.99. and I wanted to show you what they were, and I wanted to give you a heads up since it's early in the week and maybe your local K-Marts is clearancing things out too, and it might be a good time to go in there and see what they have. But this is the gorgeous little purses I got from them, and they are from Jacqueline Smith. They have like a alligator faux, some kind of animal texture to them, but one's a little satchel, and then this one is awesome. It is like a little minimal kind of purse. It's got a pouch over here, it's got a pouch over here. The inside opens to be sort of like your ID, and you could put some cards or something in there, and then it latches. They both have crossbody straps, or you can make it into a shoulder strap. They're both the same shades of gray, but I thought for $1.99, and originally they were $24.99. This one was marked to $17.99, and today it was marked to $1.99. And same thing with this one. Let's see what it was. Yep, it was the same thing under there, $24.99 marked to $17.99, and today $1.99. So check out your local K-Mart. I know K-Mart is closing some across the country. In Alabama, I think they're closing 5. And yeah, but check them out and see what they've put on their winter clearance, and just check through the whole store, because I thought it was just the clearance racks up front by where you come in the entrance, but no, they had big round racks of stuff there. But as you walk through the store, like I said, the kids section had clearance, the men's, the women's, the pajamas, the hats, gloves, and finally the handbags. And I love handbags, so especially if you can get a bargain. So I will end this. That's just a little heads up. So I got my stuffing and the 2 bags, and I only paid $14.80 for 2 brand new Jacqueline Smith bags and this huge bag of stuffing. Now when I go to fill it into these limbs, the suggestion is to put it in a like a tub, and hold your limb down in the tub and scoop the stuff into the limb so it doesn't like fly all out into the air and everything, because it is, you know, kind of lightweight and blow away, and you wouldn't want to do that like outside or something. So here she is, my version. It's usually done as a little boy, but my little version is going to be a girl. And so that is the Juan kit, and that's from Bountiful Baby. So thank you for watching, everyone. I appreciate you being there, and I hope you like my work in progress, and I hope that the tip helps some other people that might be thinking of making and waiting a big toddler baby. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Bye.